Hey guys, Shiko here, and today we'll be going over a guide for Blue Protocol's dungeon, Chaotic Realm, Tina's Mindrealm Hard. As a discretion, this guide was made during the closed beta test, so some things may have changed during release. The dungeon requirements are 3 to 5 people with a minimum armor rating of 5,970. You'll have 15 minutes to clear ads, and then 6 minutes for Tina for each attempt before she hits Enrage. The first mechanic that players will need to stay alert for is called Void Sigil. Upon the cast bar finish, Tina will apply a Void Sigil to a random player, which will start a 30-second timer as indicated by the debuffs next to the player's skill bar and a giant purple circle underneath them. When the sigil countdown hits 0, it will detonate, dealing instant death to the player with the debuff. In order to resolve this mechanic, the sigil must be passed to a player to reset the debuff timer. It is recommended to pass the sigil debuff to the tank due to the next mechanic incoming called Void Purify. When the cast bar finishes for Void Purify, the player currently marked with the Void Sigil will become immobilized. Tina will prepare a powerful cleave dealing massive damage to the marked player. Due to tanks having mitigation and high HP, it is recommended that tanks always have the Void Sigil upon seeing the Void Purify cast bar, as any other class without defensive mitigation will most likely die. All other players should take caution to not be inside the cleave when it goes off. Throughout the fight, you will see a mechanic called Void Corruption Clones, where Tina will be invulnerable while spawning 3 clones at the edge of the arena. Each one will begin walking towards her at differing times, and if it touches the real Tina in the middle, will be absorbed, powering up her raid wide and instantly killing the party. To prevent the clones from reaching the real Tina, players will need to target and kill the clones in the same order in which they start walking. At the same time, players will need to avoid the triangular cleaves on the ground that will alternate between cardinals and intercardinals. When enough damage is dealt, Tina will begin casting Reverie Megamorph. When the cast bar finishes, Tina will become untargetable, disappear from the arena, and randomly teleport as a giant version of herself on a random cardinal. She will slide her lance from one side of the arena all the way across, always starting on the left side if you're looking at her. Players hit by this cleave will result in instant death. For this mechanic, players will need to interact with the cabinets placed at each cardinal in the arena. Interacting with one will instantly teleport the player to the cabinet directly opposite of it, so east is connected to west and north is connected to south. Just before the sweep hits, players should teleport across to avoid the cleave. Also be careful to avoid the AoE puddles on the ground. And the last mechanic for this fight is to avoid pizza slices. Once the 2 safe spots are identified, the next safe spots will always be 1 slice away, either fully counterclockwise or clockwise. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed the guide. Good luck on your clear, and as always, have a good day.